sus directores ni empleados.
Aclaramos que las expresiones vertidas en este programa no representan el sentir de nuestros auspiciadores. Llegó la hora de pensar.
¿De verdad que todo es racismo?
De pelear.
No. Eso no es lo que yo estoy diciendo.
Y sobre todo, de informarnos.
Porque aquí decimos la verdad, no teorías de conspiración.
Con ustedes, Manny Mulet, en Una Hora para la Derecha. Comienza ya.
¡Ah! ¡Ah! ¿Qué pasó, Manny?
Good afternoon in the afternoon. Buenas tardes por la tarde, señores. Y aquí estamos en la versión vespertina de Una Hora para la Derecha. Tempranito por la tarde y tempranito con Pablito. Y me está dejando hacer toda la presentación tal y como es, menos mal. Y como siempre, directamente del Downtown Orlando. El hombre con la última noticia. Nuestro querido Arce Williams. He enjoys that and the crappy Biden so much.
That is true.
I think that he only comes to the show to say,
that's true.
Y por supuesto los controles, un poquito descontrolados. Director de La Voz de la Familia, director de programación, hombre amigo, buena persona, muy cooperador. Nuestro querido Pablito.
Let's go, Brandy.
Y todos aquí de una manera o la otra defendiendo nuestros derechos, defendiendo nuestras libertades, tratando con nuestros derechos de poder preservar nuestras libertades. Yo creo que la primera vez que desde que estamos haciendo el show con Arce Williams y con Pablito that I made the whole presentation in the way that I like to do it. We did the whole thing. I present everybody. I did the whole thing. Normally I say I say good afternoon in the morning. I say good morning in the morning. You know.
Yeah.
So I say good morning in the morning, and then I say in Spanish, buenos días por la mañana. So here we are. And when I went to the right, early in the morning and early with the truth. That's what I say in Spanish. And then I say, okay, and now with us, I present Pablito or whatever is, Borges is in the morning there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the music goes, I try to build them up, so the music goes up, in crescendo, and then I say the name of Pablito with a P, whatever it is. Then it starts going down, when it says going down, I say, well, here we are, fighting for our freedom and our rights. Using our rights to defend our freedom, or using our freedom to preserve our rights. Always, a combination of that, but it's always like that. Okay. That's the whole presentation that we do. I never say my name because, somebody is already recorded, so I never say my name. I only say the name of the show, and that's pretty much what I do, but we never do it here.
You're professional.
I do the thing
yeah.
in the morning too. But and I like it here in the way that we do. What happens when we say then you start doing, Pablito start going crazy there. I never be able to do the presentation. Buenas tardes, señores. Aquí estamos defendiendo nuestros derechos, defendiendo nuestras libertades. Señores, no solo que le quitamos el trabajo a la Nancy Pelosi, she stepped down, se fue. Bueno, ella va a estar. She's going to be there for another,
500 years, yes.
And she's never going to leave the Congress. They're going to have to hammer out. Le van a tener que dar con un martillo esa vieja para que se vaya. They're going to have to hit her with a hammer to get him out of there.
I see what you did there, Manny. That was good.
So, pero no canten victoria porque el que viene ahora es peor. The problem with this is that the guy who's coming out, the Hakeem
Jeffries.
That guy is an admirer of Hugo Chavez.
Shuck and Jive Incorporated, as the black folks say. Yeah.
That guy is really, really bad. It's bad news, and he's a liar. He doesn't care about the truth. He was one of the officials or the the managers for the impeachment of Donald Trump.
Correct.
He stand up there, start lying with no problem whatsoever. It was really shameful what he did. And that's the leader that the people have. So when they're talking about quality of candidates, cuando ellos hablan de la calidad de los candidatos, nosotros, si lo que tienen esa gente es una partida de hipócritas corruptos, how? And this is, this morning when I finish the show, I always share the show, no? And I try to get some highlights. And it's very difficult for me because it's 1 hour, so and me talking. So try to put in a phrase what I'm trying to say in the show for me is difficult. But this morning I think I come out with a good one. That is that the same disinformation that is coming from the left, or the same disinformation that is coming from the establishment of the right, is the same one who's coming from the left. They got the same rhetoric. Ahora mismo los republicanos del establecimiento están diciendo lo mismo que los demócratas. They are saying exactly the same.
Yep.
I mean, you know that normally the left, they go with the message. So you go CNN and they saying exactly the same. You go to MSNBC, they're saying the same. CBS, they're saying the Washington Post is saying the same. Wall Street Journal, they're saying the same. Everybody's saying the same.
Mm-hmm. Lockstep.
Now, we go like, la izquierda está diciendo que la calidad de los candidatos no es buena porque era Trump. Y la derecha está diciendo, el establishment está diciendo que la calidad de los candidatos no era buena porque venían de Trump. They are repeating exactly the same message. And that's the problem. A friend of mine called me today and said, you know what? The problem that I have with DeSantis is that he's being financed for the same people that we had no agreed. That he's being financed for the same people who give the money to the people that we don't like, the people who give money to the Bushes, the people who give money to Hillary Clinton, the same people. Y ese es el cuidado que hay que tener con lo que está pasando ahora mismo.
This is the people's reckoning with how they're, because this is the consent of the governed. We send these people, like you just voted. Every member of the House of Representatives was up for re-election. So by your consent, you sent people to represent you. And this is how they represent you. You re-elected Ron DeSantis by an overwhelming majority, by the way. Consent of the governed. So how long does that go on, Manny? How long do we do it? Can we ever stop it?
I don't know. I hope so. I hope so because in my life in the United States, we never would talk about it.
Right.
So now we are talking about it. I don't think that we can fix it right away tomorrow. I don't think that's going to happen. But I believe that my friends call me. The people call me. You are so hopeful. You know, you are, everything for you is optimism and you are so hopeful. I don't think that I am. I don't know. Maybe I am. I never thought about myself like that. But no es que yo tenga muchas esperanzas o que yo sea demasiado optimista, pero sí las cosas están sucediendo y están pasando por primera vez y no podemos. You cannot expect that the first time that somebody comes along in years, in decades, you know, how many, in 70 years, somebody comes along and say, you know what, I'm not a politician, I got my money, I need to save this country, and I'm going to do whatever I've been telling to do for the last 30 years. I'm sick and tired. Because that's what Trump did. Lo que Trump hizo fue, él llegó y se paró ahí después de 30 años que venía diciendo lo mismo. 30 años. 30 years he was saying that the Chinese are eating our lunch. Our border has to be controlled. I mean, it was nothing new.
Right. You're absolutely right.
We have to exploit our reserve, energetic reserve, so we can be independent. We can be, that's exactly what he did. We have to lower taxes. We have to, get rid of regulations. So we have to. I mean, Trump didn't do anything new. And that's the problem that I got it with some Trumper people. Que yo tengo que decir, Trump no hizo nada nuevo. Trump didn't bring nothing that was innovating the way of nothing. He went back to basics. What he tried to do was, okay, let me try to put the power back in the people because that's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
he's being hated because who are exactly the people who hate Trump the most? The elite.
The elite. Yeah.
Actually, the people don't hate Trump. If you talk about the people who like Trump, it's a bunch of people. The people that they hate Trump, but they don't know why. Because somebody told them, hey, that guy, and that's the left, and that's the people that they don't even know what they're talking about.
Right. Now they hate him.
But the people who know him, the people who are with him, in the Republican Party or independent people, they don't hate him. They like the guy. Mm-hmm. And they like the guy. They want the guy who be the next president. That's all. Everything else is BS.
So the elite didn't know how to deal with someone who didn't have ties to special interests. So he wasn't in need going in, right? He had money, like you said. He was already wealthy. So he went in without having any strings, right? And they really didn't like that, because how do you control something or someone who doesn't need your money, right? How do you do that?
Well, how big is that? Know that they didn't know how to deal with that. I mean, he threatened, no? He threatened the way of life.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
They create a new way of life because not even the politicians were in charge here. Where the bureaucracy people go there, they're elected by nobody, and they got the Department of State, they got the Department of Justice, they got the FBI, they got the press. Those are the people who are, they got the leadership in this country, not the president, not the Congress. That's one of the things that Chip Roy was telling today. Mm-hmm. The power have to come back to the people. The power have to come back to those 700,000 people or whatever. How many people are in the district? It's around
District of Columbia.
No, in the whole district. How many people elect one representative?
Oh, it depends on the size of the district.
Yeah, more or less. It doesn't.
A couple of 100,000 generally, up to 1 million or so. Yeah.
Okay, the power have to go to these people. Those 100,000 people, hundreds of thousands of people that elect a Chip Roy to go to the Congress. The power is on those people, and Chip Roy have to go to those people and say, what do you want it to do? What do you want me to fight for there?
Which he actually does.
Yeah, he's the only one. I mean, that's not the only one. He's one of the few that really, really does it. But the problem is this. And, okay, we're going to go to commercial. Señora, estamos llegando profundo aquí. Cada vez que viene al Sir William, this is getting deep. This is getting, every day, it's getting better and better and better. Believe me, I apologize for my English. Les pido perdón por mi español, pero estamos hablando de un tema que es bien interesante. Ojalá que no se aburran, ojalá que puedan seguir la conversación porque está bien animada. De verdad que sí, es muy importante por lo que está sucediendo de aquí. Vamos a la pausa y ya regresamos.
La cosa se puso caliente. Nos tomaremos un break para que se refresque. Esto es Una Hora para la Derecha con Manny Mulet.
¿Qué prefiere? ¿Ser dueño de su casa y conservarlo o rentar y pagarle la hipoteca a su landlord? Si usted quiere comprar una casa, señores, llámeme. Si necesita financiamiento, aunque no tenga mucho dinero para depósito o no tenga crédito perfecto, llámeme. 407-718-6970. Yo llevo 22 años con experiencia en real estate aquí en la Florida Central. Si usted quiere comprar su casa, si quiere vender su casa para comprarse una más grande o si quiere vender su casa para comprarse una más pequeña porque ya los muchachos se fueron para el college, usted me llama a mí, Manuel Mulet, 407-718-6970. Llevo 22 años de experiencia en esta área vendiendo y comprando real estate.
Hola mi gente latina, yo soy Marco Vázquez en Southerly Nissan de Orlando. Muchachos, vengan, estamos ahorita con una venta bastante grande y todo el mundo se va montado. Buen crédito, mal crédito, historial, vengan, aquí los montamos. Los esperamos en Southerly Nissan.
Si usted está comprando su primera casa o quiere refinanciar la hipoteca que tiene ahora para obtener cash para las reparaciones o bajar sus intereses, ya sea que tengas permiso de trabajo, asilo político, taxes de Puerto Rico o crédito afectado, podemos ayudarte. Realtors, si tienen un comprador nuevo, Regents Mortgage preaprueba no precalifica, así que su cliente no va a tener sorpresas en la mesa de cierre y usted estará seguro de que cerrará. Regents Mortgage ha cerrado el 100% de las cartas de preaprobación que ha emitido en los últimos 3 años. Llame a Eugenia Montiel al 407-361-3904. 407-361-3904. Eugenia Montiel y Regents Mortgage. NMLS número 637373.
que nosotros hablemos inglés con acento no quiere decir que entendemos con acento y mucho menos que pensamos con acento.
Ya estamos de vuelta con Manny Mulet en Una Hora para la Derecha.
Estamos hablando aquí, Arci y yo, estamos filosofando un poquito. A veces yo no tengo mucha oportunidad de conversar con gente. Un momentico, el que esté al aire, que se espera ahí un momentico. Por favor, lo voy a tratar bien, no sé quién, pero pues, perdóname. Es que no quiero que se me corte la idea, porque después ya estoy viejito ya y se me olvidan las cosas. Y yo creo que a veces estamos hablando cosas que son muy importantes y que estamos filosofando, estamos dando un tema diferente, un tono diferente a los programas de por la tarde, y es en inglés, es pesado. Quiero sus opiniones de lo que estábamos viendo en la primera parte, quiero sus opiniones. Arce William y yo pensamos exactamente lo mismo, no en política, sino de que tú no tienes que bajar el nivel de la conversación, tú tienes que mantener el nivel de la conversación elevado para que la gente eleve el conocimiento. Y no me la estoy dando de nada. Arce William sabe mucho de lo que está hablando, sabe mucho del medio, está metido en esto y tiene mucha información. Y cuando yo empiezo a tantearlo, el tipo empieza a cantar, y cuando canta habla cosas muy interesantes. Y esa fue la introducción del programa de hoy. No fue la intención, ni mucho menos, pero quisiera sus opiniones acerca de esto, porque estamos hablando de cómo se debía comportar el Congreso. Y no es solo vamos a votar y vamos a coger la trampa y vamos a sacar a la gente que está ahí, los rhinos y los que no son rhinos. Es cómo, ¿por qué el fenómeno de Donald Trump? ¿Por qué el fenómeno de Trump? ¿Por qué la gente lo quiere o no lo quiere? ¿Y quiénes lo quieren y quiénes lo odian de verdad? ¿Y por qué lo odian de verdad? Porque hay gente que tiene razón para odiarlo. What I'm saying is that some people had the reason to hate Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Y es lo que that was what you and me were talking about.
Right.
Because hay una elite ahí que estaban en Washington que le empezaron a mover el piso. He started to cutting up the floor and taking off the carpet. And the people were like, what's it? I'm being based. No sé si se acuerdan cuando the first impeachment, the ambassador of Ukraine, she was a teacher, she was a professor somewhere, and then she became a Ukrainian ambassador. Mm-hmm. Her net worth was $8 million. Where she got the money from? Come on, give me a break. Esas son las cosas que nadie puede entender. La embajadora de Ucrania tenía la del primer impeachment que habló, que tenía she got a name, some Ukrainian name too. Esa mujer que es embajadora no tenía, después lo que aspiraba a una posición de profesora en una universidad, creo, I was Princeton o some university, she was a professor. Ella fue embajadora y salió de ahí con $8 millones. Eso es corrupción. Y toda esa gente odian a Trump. ¿Por qué? Porque Trump dijo, se acabó esto. Esto es un descaro, la gente no puede venir aquí, la gente tiene que venir aquí a servir, la gente no puede venir aquí a hacerse rico, porque el dinero que se están robando es el dinero que nos quitan a nosotros.
Marie Jovanovic.
Jovanovic.
Yes.
Yeah. Ok, tenemos una llamada, voy a dar el phone call. Adelante, buenas tardes, dígame. Si está al aire, dígame. Adelante, buenas tardes, dígame. Tiene que bajar el radio porque está al aire, adelante. Córtalo porque I think that was the same person that called this morning. He got the radio on. I can't hear myself on the radio, and they don't talk.
They just call it so you can hear yourself.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I don't know. I never heard myself on the radio. I never heard myself on the radio.
Well, now you did.
Now I did it. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much.
You sound amazing. Amazing.
I love my voice. What can I tell you? I hate my voice.
You sound VIP.
No, I don't want to sound VIP. VIP is only one VIP here. It's at 5 in the afternoon. Luis Hernandez. VIP. Luis Hernandez style. That's it. That's the guy. So we got another phone call.
Oh, boy.
Adelante, buenas tardes. Está al aire, dígame.
Buenas noches, don Manny.
¿Qué pasó, Ramón? ¿Cómo tú estás?
Good afternoon, RC.
Good afternoon, sir.
Un cambio de tema, don Manny, para que me aclaren algo, por favor. I got a question, RC. So I heard some rumblings that Donald Trump is suggesting that people that got discharged because of the thing that I can't mention because they'll take the program off. the puya.
The thing.
The thing are going to get back pay. Was that a true statement or?
Yes.
Yes, so he did make that statement during his speech, and that's a hot button.
But that's a huge comment.
Yeah, it is. A very good friend of mine and Juliana's on the Sherlock side, Todd Callender, is actually fighting a vaccine injury case against the federal government in Denver tomorrow morning. It's
Wonderful.
Probably life-changing because he represents hundreds of thousands of military and helps them out, those who have been vaccinated or chosen not to fight for their rights. So to hear Trump say that, along with some other things he said Tuesday night, which were interesting, was very reassuring to hear because those folks were treated just wrong. It was so wrong.
Yes. Let me ask you just one quick thing.
Yeah.
So when Trump is president, does he speak to all these organizations like the RNHA? Does he have meetings with them?
So normally, and Trump, I think, was a little bit different with this, but normally presidents will meet with the national level agencies, or if they go to the state, they'll meet with the state level. They generally don't meet with local chapters. What's supposed to happen is they meet with the national body, and then that's supposed to trickle down. Now, that said, I think that folks at the executive level should make more of an effort to get down on the ground because, look, at the end of the day, who do they represent? Us. Do your job. Come see us, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And Trump did do some of that. Okay. He would come in locally and meet with local groups. So that's the way it normally works.
Don Manny, una pregunta más, por favor.
Adelante.
So my last question is RC. I've always considered President Trump as the most independent president we've ever had. Mm-hmm. Do you think that someone can speak to him where he can get both Democrats and Republicans upset and bring out the issue, an electoral reform like term limits?
I think by him making the statement Tuesday night, he put everybody on notice. So I'm glad you brought it up because his speech Tuesday night included a lot. There was some quote unquote Trump in it, but it was a more subdued tone with very good reason because I think he wanted people to really pay attention to those points. So he talked about getting Congress to act on term limits, right, amongst some other things. And so by him making that statement, he's putting the stake in the ground for 2024.
Wonderful.
And he's not going to let whoever decides to primary against him get away with not endorsing that. And he's basically backed people into a corner. If they're going to fight in the 2024 Republican cycle, they're going to have to say, I agree with term limits and I agree with this other stuff, right? Or else they're painted as just another politician who doesn't care about people. It was actually a smart move by Trump.
Smart move by Trump, but Democrats and Republicans are against term limits.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. Manny's right. Not all of them. But it's interesting because the people, I think if you put that out as a referendum for the nation today, people would be in the overwhelming majority of wanting term limits.
That's what I say, that the people who represent the people, and you know the redundants are admitted in this show. We can say, aquí podemos decir redundancia. Hoy estuve fajado yo con un poeta que le dije, la redundancia y la poesía están admitidas. The poet and the redundants are admit in this show.
Yeah,
no matter what, we can say whatever we want to say. But Ramon, it's being like it's being crescendo. The appetite for term limits. In a lot of people. If you go and you say I'm against a term limit, it's because you want to be there for the rest of your life, and then you are corrupt because you don't supposed to. That's one thing. Another thing that he said that was very important. I don't know who's going to say no to that publicly. Who's going to say no to that? Is that you cannot be a lobby once you leave for the rest of your life.
Bingo.
Once, if you are a congressman, you never can be a lobby for nobody. Once your term is gone, you stay there for, I don't know, 4, 6, 8 years, whatever it's going to be. You cannot work for any company as a lobbyist.
Yes.
Ah.
That's going to be another law that he wants to pass.
Oh, that's
And
wonderful.
whoever is going to be against that is telling the people, I'm a corrupt guy. I'm here because I want to get some money, and I want to get some position, and I want to get a good job when I live here. So,
Ideas refrescantes, don Manny, y nuevas que hace falta
pero,
en este
está,
gobierno, cosas
pero
nuevas.
esas
que hace
ideas
falta.
no son originales de Trump. Una de las cosas que
No,
estaba
no.
hablando yo con RC es que Trump no hizo nada original. Trump lo que hizo fue y volvió a la base, al contrario. Trump lo que hizo fue tratar de volver, como todo. Si tú, cualquier deporte, por ejemplo, yo juego golf, es lo único que juego un poquito. Y cuando tú llegas un día al campo de golf y el swing empieza a estar perdido por todos lados, lo primero que tú haces, déjame hacer el swing más sencillo que hay. ¿Entiendes? Y vas a la base. Y cuando tú vas a la base, empiezas otra vez. Una vez que tú dominas la base, puedes dominar cualquier tipo de improvisación. Trump, what he did was cut taxes, eliminate regulations, and try to make peace in the world. That's it.
Yes.
I mean, reforms the military so the people can respect us, but that's pretty much it. He didn't do nothing like he's not Elon Musk. You know, at the end of the day, he didn't create nothing new. He started to clean the house. I mean, the toughest job that he had, and because everybody was against him, is because he was cleaning house. He was calling up the corruption on the people on Washington D.C. And I think that I don't know how many people is going to support him because that.
Pero gracias, don Manny. Thank you, RC.
Thank you, brother.
Esta es más
Gracias
llamada.
a ti, mi hermano. Adelante, buenas tardes. Está al aire, dígame.
Hello.
Sí, buenas tardes, dígame.
Ok, mira, tengo un par de puntitos que quiero preguntarte. Tú dijiste que Trump cortó los taxes. ¿Taxes de quiénes? Porque a mí los taxes me siguen llegando igual y yo no tengo ningún saving.
Eso no es verdad, compadre. Eso no es verdad.
Oye, no
Tú
me
puedes-
vengas a decir que no es
No, yo
verdad.
sí vengo a
porque-
decirte que no es verdad. Yo sí vengo a decirte que no es verdad porque no es verdad.
porque ven-
¿Entiendes?
ven
Sí,
lo que
no,
tú
no, 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 no. No me vengas a decirte que no es verdad porque sí es verdad. Trump cortó los taxes aquí, lo hizo en el segundo año, en el primer congreso que tuvo. Todavía tú hoy estás disfrutando de los cortes porque fíjate, el congreso esto ni los tocó. Trump quitó la multa de Obamacare y recortó los impuestos. No digas que no.
Él cortó los impuestos de los ricos.
¿De
Porque yo
dónde
no
tú
tengo-
sacas eso, compadre? ¿Tú te das cuenta? Usted
Es
no
lo
se da
que te
cuenta.
digo, es que
Tú no te
eres un-
tú no te das cuenta lo ignorante y lo imbécil que tú
No,
suenas
la
cada vez que tú
ignorancia-
dices eso.
comunista más.
Comunista puede ser tu madre, debe ser, tu comunista tiene que ser cualquiera de tu familia. Y tú.
Republicano de los malos.
Yo no soy republicano. Yo no soy republicano. Y tú eres un imbécil. Tú eres un imbécil ignorante, pobrecito.
ignorante eres
Te debía dar pena
la
y
verdad.
lástima llamar aquí. De verdad que es que no importa cómo tú le hables a esta gente. No importa lo que tú le digas. ¿Cómo tú me vas a decir? Un tipo que está pagando la gasolina, un tipo que está pagando una inflación de un 8%. Y vienes a reclamarle que Trump no cortó y que le cortó los taxes a los ricos. ¿Cómo tú lo sabes? Tú eres rico. Porque si tú estás llorando es porque tú rico no eres. ¿Cómo tú sabes que le cortaron los taxes a los ricos? ¿Cuántos ricos tú conoces que le cortaron los impuestos? Se cortaron los taxes de las corporaciones y se le cortó los taxes a la gente. Aquí es que enseguida, ¿no se acuerdan? Cuando se recortaron los taxes de las corporaciones empezaron a darle bonos de $1,500, Bank of America, Amazon. All these people start giving money away when the tax cut that Trump did.
Because they were incentivized to get moving.
Of course, what the heck they talking about? Why you repeat such a stupid thing? ¿Por qué repiten estúpidas cosas, señores? El odio que ustedes tienen, ustedes pueden tener todo el odio que ustedes quieran. Eso no se va a traducir en verdad, porque ustedes quieran llamar aquí a insultarme a mí, a llamarme comunista. Vaya, un comunista republicano es tan imbécil, tan estúpida, esa esos adjetivos juntos. Pero eso no quiere decir que ustedes, porque digan esas cosas al aire aquí, ni van a ser más inteligentes. Suenan completamente ignorantes y completamente estúpidos. Eso es una ignorancia. No repitan más eso. Si no están de acuerdo, pregunten. O es que no le dan vergüenza. ¿A usted no le da vergüenza sentirse imbécil? Porque tienen que sentirse de verdad que eso es, para mí no hay cosa que me dé más vergüenza que hacer una pregunta imbécil o un decir algo que sea tan ignorante y tan imbécil. De verdad que sí, es una cosa que no hay otra palabra que me venga a la mente. No puedo ser, de ninguna manera puedo ser, y no porque me atacó a mí. Es que tú sabes, me da rabia que estamos hablando de algo serio aquí y llaman los comunistas caribeños esto con estupideces. Por eso es que nadie los respeta. Ni a ustedes, ni a los que hacen la propaganda esa. Nadie los respeta, no puede haber respeto. De verdad que es lastimoso, da pena. Da pena, porque además son ignorantes y son unos muertos de hambre. Porque estoy seguro que ese tipo es un muerto de hambre que llamó aquí. Es seguro que tiene un trabajo de porquería, ganando una porquería, viviendo una miseria, viviendo de huefea, seguro. Adelante, buenas tardes. Está al aire, dígame.
Hey, listen, I got a question for him.
Go ahead.
My question to you is, how come the Republicans keep passing laws to increase Social Security? Now, a person who is 68, all right, he retired, and then he wanted to go back to work. He got to pay Social Security, man.
Yep.
So until when? This is what I'm talking about. The controlling of the people around here. It's never a break. So how come you're gonna charge a man or a person 68 that want to go back to work and pay taxes again? Don't he already pay taxes enough? This is the Republicans, man, and they do it.
So this
is what they do.
This is a great question because you have Republicans and Democrats, but you have to get to why.
Baja radio, vamos, baja radio para que se pueda bien.
This is a good question, but let's get to the why. The why that's happening is because Social Security is completely looted and they're about to run out of money. If you're sitting in Congress, do you want to be the sitting congressperson who basically was the one that was there when Social Security was nuked? That's why it's happening, but there's even more to it. The deeper why goes back to what we said earlier in the show. They're doing it with the consent of the governed. If you don't like it, change them.
Yeah, but what do you politicians are doing? I mean, you guys doesn't do absolutely anything.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We are not politicians.
Okay.
Okay. We are talking. Okay. We are feeling the same pain that you're feeling right now, and we are agree with you that it has to stop. But if you understand what RC is telling you, is that we keeping electing people that keeping doing the same crap.
Listen, man, this has been going on for years, and none of them, the Republicans and the Democrats, they don't do a damn thing for none of us.
Actually, let me tell you something now. It was 2 senators, Republicans. Tienes que bajar el audio ahí porque me tienes loco.
Okay.
Porque no, tienes que oírte por el teléfono, no te puedo oír por el
radio. Go ahead.
Okay, listen, there's 2 senators that they want to review the system to clean the system, clean the corruption every 5 years, another one every 1 year. And you know what the Democrat says? That we want to cut Social Security.
Okay, so
and that's what happened when somebody's trying to. Today was somebody from Texas.
Okay, tell me what is the 2 senators that you're talking about?
Reese Scott from Florida and Rod Johnson from Wisconsin.
Mira, let me tell you something about Reese Scott. You know that, man.
No, I don't have. No, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. That's the problem. That's the problem. What do you care? What are you going to talk about, Reese Scott, that they have to do, and what we're talking now?
Okay, but listen, Reese Scott that's the guy that stole a bunch of money.
That's the problem. That's the problem. What that has to do with what we're talking now?
No, pero that's what I'm saying.
Because you know what?
You don't want to admit it.
O sea, tú eres demócrata, ¿verdad? Por supuesto que eres demócrata. Porque tú votaste por Biden, seguro. Seguro que votaste por Biden.
No, yo no soy demócrata.
Entonces tú votaste por... ¿A ti qué te importa que Rick Scott está planteando que hay que revisar el Social Security para quitarle los cortes? A mí qué me importa lo que... Además, el tipo no robó nada. El tipo hizo lo que hizo y pagó lo que pagó y se acabó. Y después lo eligieron. Tú votaste por él entonces también. Si tú no eres demócrata, eres republicano, votaste por Rick Scott.
Óyeme, por eso es que yo, ¿cómo tú te atreves a decirle aquí en las emisoras que el tipo no hizo nada cuando lo cogieron y lo acusaron y tuvo que pagar un montón de chavos?
Y se acabó, y después de eso, y después de eso lo eligieron. Después de eso salió electo, salió gobernador de aquí de la Florida y después senador. ¿Hasta cuándo vas a seguir con lo que hizo Rick Scott cuando era en su vida privada hace 800 años? Tú vas a seguir en lo mismo, no hace 4 años, porque el tipo lleva 6 años, lleva más de 6 años de senador y fue 4 años el gobernador de la Florida. Eso hace más de 15 años que pasó y tú sigues con la misma. Por eso es que no vamos para ningún lado.
Mira lo que es.
Entonces, espérate un momentico. Tú hablaste bastante y te dejé. Hay una cosa que te estoy diciendo que no tiene nada que ver con lo que tú estás hablando. Rick Scott está planteando una cosa que me parece que es inteligente hacerla. Y de la manera que la está planteando, me parece que es inteligente. Rick Scott ahora mismo tiene una posición en contra del establishment de los republicanos y a favor de la gente. ¿A ti qué te importa lo que hizo con la vida privada hace 40 años? Eso no es un problema tuyo.
Yeah, it is, because you know what?
Entonces, ¿por qué lo elegiste, compadre? Búscate otro senador y ya. Pero tú no puedes decir que lo que estoy diciendo yo no tienes razón.
Sí, tienes razón, porque
yo no puedo estar de acuerdo contigo. No, ya, olvídate de eso.
Cuando iba al hospital y toda esa gente que estaba enfermo,
tú sabes que tú sigues sangrando por una herida, que no, ya se te acabó el tiempo, tengo otra llamada ahí. No, ya, es demasiado contigo. Adelante, está al aire, dígame.
Hey, Manny.
Sí, dímelo.
Ahora te voy a hacer una pregunta. ¿Tú te atreves a decir que Trump no le dio 1.8 trillones de dólares, que es lo que va a costarle en 10 años a las corporaciones a bajarle los impuestos?
No se lo dio.
¿Que no se lo dio?
No se lo dio.
O sea, tú vas a decir que no lo...
No se lo dio. ¿Tú sabes quién le dio trillones de dólares a alguien? Le dio Biden no se lo dio. Es que ¿de dónde tú estás sacando que se lo dio?
Pero chequéalo tú, tal vez.
Yo no tengo que chequear nada. Yo solo he chequeado. Déjame hablar, que hiciste la pregunta. ¿Para qué me preguntas si no me deja contestarte?
Pues está bien.
Córtalo. Adelante, buenas tardes, si está al aire. No hay más llamadas.
I guess we're over the target tonight, Manny.
No, but why they asking me when I try to answer? He said that Trump gave the corporations $8.1 trillion in tax cut. And I say to him, Trump didn't give them nothing. Trump say, I won't charge you that amount of money. That money doesn't belong to the government, doesn't belong to nobody. That belongs to the corporations. That's a private entity. Esos son empresas privadas. Cuando le suben los impuestos a las corporaciones suben ¿qué está pasando ahora mismo? ¿Qué es lo que está pasando en el país en estos momentos? ¿Por qué estamos pagando nosotros más por todo lo que tenemos que pagar nosotros? Gasolina, electricidad. ¿Por qué estamos pagando eso?
Orange man bad.
Porque Trump le dio corte. Esto es peor lo que están haciendo, porque están acabando con la industria, porque se metió el gobierno. No siguen. Además, eso es una posición tan perdedora. Eso es una posición tan senil y tan, de verdad, eso no es senil, ¿cómo se dice? Envidiosa, arrastrada, que le quitaron dinero a las corporaciones porque nosotros somos pobres. Eso es mentalidad de pobre. Nunca en la vida van a salir de donde están si siguen pensando así. ¿Por qué tú no quieres ser una corporación para que te quiten el 25%? Estados Unidos tenía uno de los corporate taxes highest en el mundo entero. Para hacer negocio aquí era imposible hacer negocio aquí. Pero siguen con cada vez que llama uno de ustedes, comunistas caribeños hoy aquí, es repitiendo un lemita que le contaron a las 10 de la mañana, a las 3 de la tarde, o se lo contaron en Univisión. Repitiendo un lemita. No hay nada de verdad en lo que ustedes están diciendo hoy. Caramba, pero ¿por qué no son un poquito más? Yo estoy de acuerdo en hablar con ustedes. Vamos a hacer una conversación, porque está bueno ya de que es un solo lado, pero no tengo tolerancia ninguna para la estupidez. No puedo. I have low tolerance for stupidity.
You know, Manny, but this is what happens, right? So you had someone call. I think he called in Spanish, then he called in English, which was pretty creative. I give him credit for that. That was a good one. So here's how distracted Orange Man Bad makes people. Did you realize that Title IV within Social Security pays CPS to grab kids? Did you know that? So if you want to know what's wrong, dig a little deeper. This isn't about what Trump did or what Scott did. That's a whole separate discussion, right? Get to the root. I remember his question vividly. Why is a 68-year-old man paying taxes if he goes back to work? Great question. Because your government is upside down and you let him get away with it. But you don't even know where all the money's going. When you find out where the money's really going, then you're really going to be upset. Whoever called in, I want you to look up what happens with Title IV in Social Security, and you'll understand why it's looted. Because the CPS in different states throughout the U.S. makes over $1 billion a year when they get a chance to get a kid into the system. Wow. Wear that for a minute and tell me that Orange Man's still bad. How about that? People need to go somewhere like this.
Además, but you know what? It is exhausting, man.
It is, but that's why we fight the good fight.
Right now, Rick Scott and Ron Johnson, they got a proposal that for me is smart enough. Chip Roy was defending this proposal in the House this afternoon when I was listening to that. Mm-hmm. And the guy was like, hey, when you talk about Social Security, the Democrats say you cannot talk about it. And when you talk about defense budget, the Republican goes, no, you cannot talk about that. Who said that we cannot go in and review what the money goes, what is wasting money, what is the fraud, and clean the system? That's what they're proposing. So this guy goes now and try to explain this to this guy, and he goes, the risk card got a problem when he got his own company. He got a lawsuit.
Correct.
He had to pay, I don't know how much money he was.
Correct.
After that, he was elected governor, and after that, he's got it in the second period as a senator.
Senate.
So what the heck? You're gonna be? It's like those people called because Trump say that he can grab the women's in 1975. Who cares by now?
Keep going. Keep being distracted.
My God.
Keep being distracted so
God.
the problem can keep going.
How simple you have to be? I don't know. I cannot find the word that it doesn't insulting you because you insulting my intelligence when you come here.
Lord.
After all the work that I have to do and the time that I have to spend to come here and try to give you something really productive, and you call me here talking about risk cut in 1965. What the heck? Give me some break, man.
Oh, my
I can't
goodness.
take it. Adelante, buenas tardes, está al aire, dígame. Está al aire.
Oiga, está bien. Otra cosa. Ese señor Zelensky de Ucrania está amenazando la paz mundial. Porque primero...
Coño, José, me llevaste recio ahora. De verdad que te vas a ir por Ucrania, compadre. Que estamos hablando de Social Security.
Un momento.
De verdad que sí, te vas a ir por Ucrania ahora. Me vas a cocinar el cerebrito hoy. De verdad que sí, yo me lo merezco.
No, señor.
Coño, tú sabes, estamos hablando de Social Security y lo que estaba aquí. ¿Para qué tienes que hablar de Ucrania ahora?
Pero ya
a no ser que me vayas a decir, me vayas a hablar del dinero que se va a mandar por Ucrania. No me mandes más nada, no me hables de más nada.
Pues está bien, ok, ya, ok. Siga, ok, muchas gracias.
No te pongas bravo, no te pongas bravo. Él habla todos los días, llama aquí, yo siempre lo digo, muy inteligente. He's a conservative. He's very intelligent. But man, you have to have some common sense sometimes. I'm really pissed off. I'm talking about Social Security and risk card. And he's talking about Ukraine. I don't know. If you want to change the subject, you have to bring a beautiful woman.
No, hey.
You have to talk about Melania.
Oh, boy.
You gotta change the subject right now. In that, I'm so sorry, man. My apologize to you. Really, really.
That
really.
was great. No, see what you said before though is that this is serious, and this is what happens, right? When you get interaction like that, it takes away from the issue. Stop distracting the issue. I know my seat's sinking. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Right? That happens with the seat sometimes. If you're watching on Facebook, you saw me kind of shrink there. So, but this is what happens. I know you guys get this. This is good. Okay. Notice I kept going. I kept going.
I see. That's what I changed. I think that was a couple of weeks ago.
Why not?
We got a phone call. Adelante, buenas tardes. Está al aire, dígame. You can lift it out. You can change.
¿Cómo estás, hermano?
¿Qué pasó, hermano? Yo te conozco la voz como quiera que te la ponga. Dime. Tú no
Oh,
te puedes
my
esconder. Dímelo.
Yo creo que tú me des la oportunidad que no se me da en ningún otro programa. Yo quiero decir algo que a mí me parece muy cierto. Número uno. Mira, para mí, Donald J. Trump representa la libertad que yo añoro para este bendito país. Para mí, Donald J. Trump representa eso. Representa el no doblegarse ante comunistas, ante izquierdistas y ante la prensa que lo que trata de impulsar es lo ajeno a la libertad de este país. Y aquí hay programas a la derecha que han comenzado a tratar de impulsar otros candidatos para la presidencia. Y yo quiero que sepan que para la presidencia de Estados Unidos hay que contar con Donald J. Trump o están corriendo el riesgo de perder las elecciones. Que no se crean que porque traen un candidato llamado X o Y, que no sea Donald J. Trump, tienen asegurado un triunfo, porque la excusa que dan es Donald J. Trump no puede ganar las elecciones según ellos, pero ningún otro candidato tampoco la puede ganar sin Donald J. Trump.
Si no la puede ganar.
Ese es mi comentario, hermano.
Muchas gracias, Colón, de verdad que sí. He said that Trump represents the freedom that he wants for his family, for the new generations, and he can't understand why the right start to pushing the name of another candidate, Pero la derecha que está, the right who is pushing this name is the same. They are the same name that of the left. He's pushing her. I don't know if I say it right. What they do, cuando el mensaje de la izquierda y el mensaje de la ultra, de la elite, de aquí del establishment, es el mismo. Señores, Mitch McConnell va a postularse para el líder de la mayoría. Espero que entiendas un poquito de español que estoy diciendo. Mitch McConnell para ser el líder de la mayoría. You got it, no? The majority leader.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I'm getting better.
Okay. He got 11 senators that went against him.
Yep.
Out of the other people, 38 something, the other 38, do you see that they were against, in favor of Mitch McConnell? No, not all of them. Some of them, they owe Mitch McConnell a lot. Some of them, they have done stuff that Mitch McConnell knows that he can work with them. And he can say, you cannot vote against me. So that's what it is. It's not, why? Why that happened? Because these people have been too long in the power. They know too much. They got too much influence. And that's what we have to take care of. And that's what Ramon called that term limit is one of the best things that could happen to this country. Forget about it. We got more phone calls. Okay, tenemos 2 minutos. Adelante, buenas tardes, dígame.
Hey, how you doing, Manny? Listen, let me ask you something. You were mentioning Rich Scott, right?
Uh-huh.
So, did he say anything about privatizing the Social Security?
No.
No? You're going to say no?
He didn't say no. He didn't say that.
What do you have to lie about it?
Why I lie? Why do you call me liar? He didn't say nothing.
They
don't say nothing. The only thing, listen. Don't call me liar for no reason. Okay?
Well,
Don't call me liar. Don't call me liar for no reason. No. Don't call me liar for no reason.
Maybe you can find it.
The only thing that they're proposing right now is review the system every 5 years. That's it. Review the system every 5 years
But
to
that's
see.
now. Every 5 years.
I don't know.
Why do we have to do
Listen,
that?
listen,
We pay for that.
listen.
But,
You call me liar. Listen.
all right.
What the heck?
Well,
Show some respect, man. What the heck?
all right, fine. Okay, I'm gonna give you the time. I'm sorry. Fine. Let's see.
The only thing that they propose. You're
I
gonna
don't- you
you're
know-
gonna shut up, or I have to shut you up.
No. It's okay. Go ahead.
The only thing that they're proposing right now is review the system every 5 years to see what is the waste, what is the fraud, and what is the corruption. That's it. They're not proposing to cut him off. They don't propose. Actually, they say that
Well, the
if they can
corruption is
save
something-
money, they can. Let me
The
finish.
reforming has
Let
been
me
done.
finish.
Not the congressman.
Two senators, Rick Scott and Ron Johnson from Wisconsin, están proponiendo revisar el sistema cada 5 años, a ver si hay gastos que no tienen por qué haber, a ver si hay corrupción y ese dinero que se ahorre, poderlo dárselo de beneficio a la gente que recibe Social Security. Esa es la propuesta de los republicanos. Todo lo demás que tú me digas, yo no sé de dónde lo sacaste.
What do you mean? Well, that's what
Habla en español si quieres, dímelo como quiera para que no te confunda.
Español, inglés, whatever.
Entonces, ¿qué me estás diciendo? ¿De
¿De
dónde yo soy un mentiroso? ¿De dónde yo soy un mentiroso? ¿De dónde? ¿Cuál fue la mentira que te dije yo a ti? Ya se acabó esto, no más jamás.
The Social Security every 5 years. I know that. What you say is true.
Córtalo.
You want to review it.
Ya se acabó el tiempo ya. ¿Y por qué me tienen que decir mentiroso? Si yo lo que estoy diciendo, la noticia que yo estoy leyendo y lo que yo estoy viendo que están diciendo los senadores. Pero yo no. A mí no me importa que me hagan mentiroso. Yo no digo mentira, no porque no me gusta decir mentira, porque yo soy cubano, yo soy exagerado y me gusta decir lo que me gusta decir. Pero en estos momentos, todo lo que se dijo aquí es verdad y tiene razón. You got 10 seconds to say goodbye.
Goodbye. Wow, what a day. Man. And my chair sank.
Oh my God.
Love you, Manny.
They really pissed me off.
Love you, Pablito.
Pablito, thank you very much, man. Good job. Señores, yo prometo lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos, la república que representa una nación indivisible, bajo Dios, con libertad y justicia para todos. Que tengan buenas noches. Nos vemos mañana por la mañana, tempranito por la mañana. Y aunque le pese, tempranito con la verdad.
For Donald Trump.